focus. Don't listen to nobody. What's on your mind, just do it. Cause what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
You gotta be ready for this one, man. Porque mi combo no se le tiene miedo a nadie, a ningún hombre, si que nos vamos calle, yo no me como los nombres, detrás de la Perco y de los Instagram, los vale tener los 300 te faltan, si tú eres un pendejo, mamá bicho acento, en toda la boca al animal en la selva, el rey sobresale con un fuletazo, la boca y por ese va a reconocerte por los cordales, y los pedales. Mismo me defiendo y nadie dependo, solo dependo de la ganancia de lo que se me está yendo. ¿Que cómo me siento? Me siento estupendo, legal y tengo más dinero que antes y eso que droga no vendo. Frío como Limber, con la jersey y la Timber. Yo
Where are your rebel friends now?
Alright boys, welcome to the channel. Auto Battle Society, Mac Doctor in the house. Today we're working on the Wolverine, the track EG hatch. We'll be installing the Hasport motor mounts. We talked about it in the previous video. So today we're doing the current installation. Hopefully be a simple one. And we could go over all the process and the progress and how they look like. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright, check it. Like I said, this roof came in a better time than any time that I did it. It's not fully done the way I wanted to, but I just wanted to keep cover of fluids and everything, like the rain, snow, the weather. So good timing. So to put these columns over here for support, one over here, one over there. So hopefully it'll be alright, it'll hold the way. And the snow coming, you know, it'll snow down, it'll melt down and shit. So if y'all see, this is packed full of snow. So all that snow would have been in the hatch. So we're working on that. Alright, with that being said, let's get to today's program. Alright boys, so we got the new kit right here, ready to get installed. Comes with your hardware, your kit. And this is the problem that we have. Yeah, see how it just grabs one ball here and instead of go straight like the other transmissions, it kicks out. So that's what we needed, a special kit. So I'm gonna try to install as it is without taking the engine out. If I have to, I'll take out the engine in order to put them. But what I do know, the bumper's gotta come off. So it'll make it a lot more simpler. If I have the space over here that work in it, I got these two sink screws that I worked on. So I need the space underneath here. So yeah, bumper's gotta come off. So take that off and I'll come back to you in a minute. Alright boys, so the bumper is finally off. That's the good news about quick release, the way I have it set up. I got this butterfly lock nut for the 10 mil, so it's easier access. So the bumper's already out. We got that out of the way just to be on the safe side. Racing life, I'm gonna partially remove the radiator support and the stabilizer bar as well, just in case in the scenario that we have to move the motor out, set or whatever, we have the access. So again, racing life. That's the reason I don't got my radiator support welded on. I just got it bolted on. So if at the track I would have to pull the engine out or transfer something, we could do this within 10-15 minutes. Everything on bolts on, and it's easier to get access. With that being said, let me take the front out and I'll show you guys how much access we have. So let's get it. Alright boys, so just like that, Yeah, see, I got the whole radiator support along with the lights out of the unit, along with the B-stack still connected. So I can just throw it in back, 3 screws and it's on. Literally 4. So we're starting the half clearance. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna remove my stabilizer bar. So therefore we have the complete access, so that I could put my jack underneath here and we could start working around with the motor mounts. And if I can take out the hood so I could have a little lighting, that's better. But right now, the next step, I'm taking out my stabilizer bar so we have more access. And yeah, pretty good thing about taking cord support. Racing life, bro. Let's get it. Alright, stabilizer bar is out. So we're gonna simply put everything nice and neat. Right there. Now we see we already have space to start working over here. A couple of these in the way. Take them out so I don't look ugly in the shot. Now we have the axle, and we could start proceeding with the. All I have to do is get my jack in case I have to drop the engine higher or something. We don't know. My point is, I got the radiator super out. I'm gonna try to see if I could lift the hood a little higher to take it out, so that way we have more lighting. So that will be a lot more helpful. So let's get it. Alright, so everything's laid out here. You got your Hasport motor mounts, bolts, main passenger plate, rear transmission bottom subframe mount, driver side mount, passenger side, rear lower bottom subframe transmission, subframe mount and transmission mount. We're gonna cover that. Hopefully install it little by little. Like I said, hopefully I don't have to take out the motor. What's left, you know. So if I have to, I have to. But we're gonna start by putting this side, making sure the plate match up. I'm gonna bring the other plate so you guys see the big difference. So you guys, at least for once in a while, just see why I always had that in a chain and why my mount wouldn't hook up. As you see, this is the original one that comes from my regular K series mount kit. That one, that mount, the back was never installed. If you guys see, the bottom plate on, the long one wouldn't hold the transmission, so that was the issue right here. And of course the one on the driver's side, so that's why we had it with the chain. So we're gonna take care of that today for once, make it look pretty. Try not to take out the motor. If we have to, we have to. So we'll see. We'll start with this motor mount. So let's get it. So off camera, I removed the motor mount plane that goes in the subframe. Pause. Figured easier. Same procedure off camera. I'm gonna put the rear plate so that motor mount for the transmission is situated, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. We get out of the way. By the way, this is the one that was down here. To have another bracket that connects to the transmission that was supposed to, never did. Again, brand new, never used, just for mark off. Little used, like D.i.Y, but brand new, no use for it. So we're gonna proceed to our Hasport Motorsport now. I'm gonna put them side by side so we see the comparisons. All right, this is the old one. This is the new one. You see the bolt pattern is the same. They both have the polyurethane rubber, of course, higher material. So without further waiting, what I did, this is the screws they came out of. I'm gonna compare with the ones in the new kit, so I could put brand new screws, get that plate installed right on, and we'll come back see what it look like. So let's get it. All right. So I trying to set the tripod someplace where we could see. We got the transmission subframe plate on. That's what I'm putting on now. So I'm installing the bolts by hand. Again, easy does it. Everything should thread by hand pretty easily. If it's fours, you have to clean it out, check it, probably lube it. It helps sometimes. The last thing you want to do is mess up the tread on it, and then with a bad tread, because it's not gonna graft. So we just pretty much hand tie them. So we got all three lined up. Yep, the lines don't help them the way I'm thinking of getting hydraulic lines. Maybe get like a hybrid racing, so we could get rid of them ugly lines. But for the time being, we're just gonna leave them there, because I don't know if I'm gonna leave them stuck or not. So I don't want to go crazy ripping anything we might need. There you go. It's a little better. Again, you want to hand tie it. That one that's a little hard, I'm gonna proceed to tie it with the ratchet. It's already thread halfway, so you get my right size. Get the right socket. There you go. It's a little better. Again, you want to hand tie it. That one that's a little hard, I'm gonna proceed to tie it with the ratchet. It's already thread halfway, so you get my right size. Get the right socket. So my 17 socket for the front. I'm gonna proceed to tie the other one by hand. I don't got a socket small enough like that, so you're gonna use a wrench. Easy does it. You already see how to tie the one in the back. It goes back pretty much average. Also the next one as soon as I'm tied up. Tie these up. Oh, I ain't going nowhere, boys. And that's it on the back plate. So let's move to the next step. Let's get it. Alright, so with the rear mount being installed, the plate and the bracket itself, we already know it mounts to the block. You see the big difference compared to the other one. I wouldn't hook it up. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get a jack to place it underneath it, so we could proceed and do the driver's side. I don't want the motor to drop if we have to lower it down, so I just need something to have in case of emergency, so it just don't drop whatever turn. So with that being said, let's get it. All right, boys. So we move from the rear subframe mount. I decided to go with the passenger itself already. I got the jack carefully underneath there, dangling by a minute. The one in the back is still holding it, so I can't really too much play, and the chain. So right now I got everything loose. This one is ready to move. This is out. You gotta try to wiggle it a little bit. And we should have it. Hopefully I don't have to move the motor. Let me take it out and we'll come back. Alright boys, so we can get it someplace. I just put this by hand. Literally right now. Just gotta get tied up. Everything is falling in place. This one is already tight. So I'll tie the top up. So we can slide that one on. Put it in the lower height setting, so that way we got more clearance with the hood, and I know we're not gonna hit this time, so that'll be a plus. All right. So as we see, already got it tied up to the CRB mount that goes to the block for the driver's side. It's literally right there. So matter to just move it, lower my jack maybe, and have it set at the setting that I need it. And then we could proceed to the driver's side. So I'm stoked. So I'm gonna off camera set it real quick, and then we'll come back and then we'll see how we're looking like on this side. So let's get it. Alright, check it out boys. I literally yanked it with my hand and it just fall in place. When it's already installed, it's a matter of just tying the lug nut and we should be good. Nice and tight, guys, nice and tight. That's what she said. Pause. Pause. Woo! Check me out. Definitely got 2 out of 3. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but I'm still going. Long time waiting for this kit right here to come in, and long time to even order it because I didn't know which kit to order. So hopefully my previous video will help you guys with ordering the right kit when it comes to TSX and of course transmission. But before waiting, I'm gonna move on to this side. I'm excited to put that last mount. The back is already in place, I just seen. Just a matter of just tying it up. So yeah, I think we should just start with that one. So let's get it. On this side, sometimes it's best to go with OEM. Excuse me. Gotta say, that chain hold up for a minute. We moved the car a couple times for over a year with that chain on, including when we moved the car here, so I'm sick of it. A couple of you guys they even mentioning, asking why. Now we see why. Long time waiting for this, boys. Well, it was a Simply 14. We just removed the bolt with the bracket. We do not need this. This is from factory. Simply remove this. And we proceed to line up the bracket. Listen to my breath, boys. Alright, last one of the night. This one we have to move the engine forward. Well, y'all get to see how I have to play the same game that I did, the same game that I did on that side. So I gotta turn you guys off, use both hands, a little yanking, pull my bolts, which will be finalized with this video, boys. So let's get it. Alright, boys, so finally got it. And just mounting the Allen keys, bolts that screws on. Apologies that I couldn't do it with the camera on. I had to yank the motor to one side in order to do it. So yeah, we just turning the Allen keys so then I can put the jack here, put the last bolt, and this should be finished. That out. Yeah, this is money, boys. It's tied up. Pretty decent. Again, I gotta get the jacker from the car so that I could proceed to jack it up here. Simply pull my stud, and this should be complete. So let's get it. All right, boys. Almost that time. Last bolt, then I. Alright, gotta tie these last two to the transmission, tie the ones in the rear, and we should be good money. Finally tied up, everything lined up the way you expect it to line up. I'm so stoked. I can't speak weird for everybody, but let me tell you, I'm proud of it, because I'm giving you guys the formula so y'all could cook at home. These swap ears, the most common one out of all K series. TSX models, they're getting very expensive. RSX motors getting more expensive. So you could always find CRB motors in the junkyard, like myself. Same with the transmission. If you can find RSX or EP3, egk4 is the way to go. Just have in mind egk4 if you're going to have an AG, whether it's coupe or hatch. For all the applications, you have to check and make sure you notify to Hasport Motorsport, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a similar setup. They just make sure to match it up to your chassis. But I'm stoked, boys. No more chain lug. Shout out to Hasport. Freaking just making dreams like this come true for months. This card set with the freaking chain on it. You guys seen it in the video. I didn't have the funds at the time. I didn't want to buy the wrong kit. Everything is tied up. Everything is nice. I'm stoked. What can I say, man? Everything is coming together. So matter you're getting axles, charge harness, hat shaft, brakes, fuel lines, and yeah, minor electrical things, and we should be good money with it. So we'll see how things go from here on. I'm stoked. All right, real quick, want to throw everything right back on off camera. radiator support, stabilizer bar, front bumper, clean up, and then we'll conclude this video. So let's get it. We get in there. Finally put the stabilizer bar nice and tight up. Before it was just macked up, now it's nice and placed. Put the radiator support nice and tight. The battery trait fan that I have relocated here many years ago when I first started the OK on the blue hatch. Everything is nice tied up. About to put the bumper, tie it up to finalize it, see what it look like, and we'll call it short for this one. So let's get it.
You gotta be ready for this one, man. Porque mi combo no se le tiene miedo a nadie, a ningún hombre. Si quieres música, música, nos vamos calle. Yo no me como los nombres. Detrás de la pelco y de los Instagram, los guapos se esconden. Tirando balas locas a ver quién responde. Porque a mis 5 cojones me tiene fulano y fulano, ni parecer. Que te van a tener los 300 de falta si tú eres un pendejo. Mamá bicho acento en toda la boca al animal en la selva. El rey sobresale con un fuletazo. La boca y por ese va a reconocerte por los cortales. Viste los pedales. Este es lo Butini, mi pie, Butini, mi pie. El estilo muy pillo, el delivery flow UPS. Yes, I'm the true king, mother bitch, I'm the best. Y de mi tubo, mi parcero, usted quiere guerra, pues acá después. No cuento con nadie. Yo mismo me defiendo, de nadie dependo. Solo dependo de la ganancia, de lo que se me está yendo. ¿Y cómo me siento? Me siento estupendo. Legal y tengo más dinero que antes. Y eso que droga no vendo. Frío como limber, con la jersey y la timber. Yo me recuerdo que le rajé la cabeza a un chamaquito en kinder. Tú no eres calle, tú siempre has sido un farsante. Una porquería de hombre, una estafa. Tú eres Simón el de Tinder. Porque mi combo no se le tiene miedo a nadie, a ningún hombre.